Today's forecast calls for rain showers in New York City with a high near 54 and a low near 52. It's Wednesday, March 5th, and this is your Boroughs in Brief. New York State Senate Democrats advance bills on workplace protections and wage theft. The following comes from New York 1, Luke Parsnow, and Kate Lisa. New York State Senate Democrats are advancing legislation that aims to enhance workplace protections and combat wage theft, they revealed Tuesday. The package of legislation includes measures that would prohibit employees from delivering coercive severance ultimatums to employees and former employees, reviewing severance agreements, and provides employees ample time to review such agreements. Amend the Workers' Compensation Law, WCL, to increase short-term disability benefits provided in the form of temporary disability insurance, TDI, weekly cash benefits, and expands disability and paid family leave coverage. Create grounds to allow wage theft victims to seek attachment of employers' assets during court action pendency, and amends the Business Corporation Law and the Limited Liability Company Law to streamline procedures allowing employees to hold shareholders and owners personally liable for wage theft. Require employers of domestic workers to provide annual paid sick leave to such workers. Expand protections for employee payroll funds by establishing the crime of the misappropriation of payroll funds. Bolster employee protections against wage theft by clarifying that all bonuses and other forms of employment remuneration that are not purely discretionary count as wages, and authorize the State Commissioner of Labor to issue a stop work order for employers that have misclassified their employees or that have misrepresented to insurance companies their employee count. New York's workforce is the engine that drives our economy, and they deserve fair wages, safe working conditions, and strong protections. This legislative package cracks down on bad actors who take advantage of workers with little consequence, marking another step forward in the fight against wage theft and workplace exploitation, State Senate Majority Leader Andrea Stewart-Cousins said. Wage theft causes workers to lose $3 billion combined each year, said State Senator Jessica Ramos, chair of the Senate Labor Committee. Rivals pile on as Cuomo enters mayor's race. Today's top story comes from The City and Katie Honan. Newly announced mayoral candidate Andrew Cuomo has faced a barrage of insults from his opponents, attacking his record as governor since making his City Hall bid official this weekend. Somebody said the city's in crisis? Who's that guy? Mayor Eric Adams said at the start of his weekly press briefing Monday, referencing Cuomo's core message in a 17-minute campaign launch video. Yes, I do believe we need to be saved. From him, Adams added, admitting he hadn't watched the video where Cuomo, who'd already been atop every early poll, presented himself as the only person who could fix an out-of-control New York City. Controller Brad Lander held what he billed as an emergency press conference on Sunday to rip the former governor as unfit to run. Andrew Cuomo is for himself and only himself, and is hoping New Yorkers will forget his disastrous record for our city of endless scandals, destroying the subway, and cutting basic services, he said. On Monday, he demanded Cuomo reimburse taxpayers for the $28 million taxpayers have spent defending him in his sexual harassment cases. In a video posted Saturday, Scott Stringer compared Cuomo to Eliot Spitzer, the former New York governor who resigned in 2008 after the New York Times reported that he'd paid prostitutes for sex. When Spitzer tried to make a comeback by running for city controller in 2013, Stringer defeated him. You'll forgive me if I'm not shaking in my boots when people say Andrew Cuomo's the front runner to be mayor, he said. Andrew hasn't lived in NYC for nearly 3 decades, State Senator Jessica Ramos posted on X. Shouldn't he be running for office in Westchester, where he lived after resigning in disgrace? State Senators Elnor Myrie from Brooklyn launched a Quiet Cuomo website calling him out for not going after President Donald Trump. And in a press release Monday, Queens Assembly member Zohran Mamdani said that Cuomo's 17-minute video puts New Yorkers to sleep. By contrast, Mamdani held a sold-out Oscars-themed fundraiser Sunday night. People are not willing to return to the chaos, corruption, and corporate greed that defined the Cuomo years, he wrote. If you rank them second to last, he could get your vote, New Yorkers for Better Leadership says. If you rank them last, he could get your vote. For the rest of this story, head over to thecity.nyc, and while you're there, sign up for The Scoop. You'll get the latest stories from the city delivered to your inbox each morning, and you can cancel anytime. Just head to thecity.nyc. That's all for now. My name is Imran Sheikh. Make sure to support and subscribe to your local New York news outlets, like the ones you heard today.
The next song.
Spoken Layer.